Hauko unajua yani you could talk in a certain way or you could you thought you were a nice guy lakini now when the rubber meets the road, that's when you're like, so this is who I really am. So because we are complex human beings, we are complex beings, like it's important for us to have other people who can see things that we don't see and who can also bounce off things that need like that you're processing, so hiyo ilikuwa, it was very important. And then also mi usema ni poa kukuwa na mse mwenye anaweza kukushow, like kukuwa the person who if you're just a person who nobody can tell me nothing, me this is my life, my parents have already left my parents' house, nini, I'm living my life, I'm making my money,
I'm paying my own bills.
Hakuna mse anaweza nishow. That is a dangerous life to live. Lazima ukwe na mse mwenye anaweza kushow. Like because for us, even looking at Jesus had his father to tell him what to do. Alikuwa anasema I can't do anything except that which I see the father doing. So alikuwa na do exactly what his father was doing. So even for us now, we have to have people who are more mature than us, or even who are peers, but we are growing together in the same way, that you can be accountable to wenye wanaweza kukuambia. And actually I even say being accountable to even people who are younger, like even us, like our kids are quite young right now, but we will have to be accountable to them. When we are going somewhere, we have to tell them daddy and mommy are going here, and things like that. And that's accountability, so that they don't think, hey, asa ametu abandon, ama ase ni, they just do their own thing. Accountability is so important. But also the other thing I feel would be important for a person who's just started, is focus more on growing yourself than the other person. I can only change the way I think, the way I respond. Like washo leo anaweza nishow, Rob, you are acting very stupid, and to me stupid ina trigger, yani unasema mimi ni mjinga, unajua, but I can't control what she said. I can only control how I respond to what she said. And I don't have to say when ndio mjinga. I don't have to say that. I can take what she's saying and process it and see, why did she say that? Could I actually be acting stupid and things like that, and see how to navigate that. So work more on yourself rather than trying to work on the other person, because that is a futile thing. Niyo kitu ya, even that there are some couples who always try and correct each other, na muona hiyo ni futile. I do believe that you can correct your partner, like unaweza mshow, hey, by the way babe, hapo venye ulifanya hii si poa nini. Yes, there are those moments where you can do that, but not all the time. There are times you can just observe this person and be like, ataiget eventually ataiget. Isi moment ya kucorrect, ini moment ya kuacha kuona tu venye vitu zitaenda, and I find that helps. Like now I noticed in our marriage, mi ni mse napenda podcast, napenda philosophy, napenda sijui nini, ma sermon, ma what, and Washo wasn't that kind of a person. But over time, like I noticed that she's become exactly like that. I didn't have to tell her ati manze wewe acha kuspend time Instagram, kukua ati tu na scroll huko tu nini. No, but like she'd now observe me and start to emulate certain things about me that I like, and now has made me even like her more, you get, and vice versa. So kuna vitu kama hizo, like the things that you don't have to tell someone ati hey manze we mse nini, you always do this, you always do that. No, kuna vitu zingine tu they will catch it because they are in relationship with you, you know. So and that also sometimes can be bad things.
Yeah,
you can also catch bad things. It's not only the good
things.
things.
The good things.
So that's why I say work on yourself, because if I work on my bad side, is nikwe more positive, then the things that she'll grasp are the positive ones.
Actually, on that statement that you've said, I remember when we were doing the Ndoa class, we did the Ndoa
booklet.
There's a part where it says you pray, you work on yourself and pray for them. So you work on yourself as you pray for them. So that's how it works actually, because you can't change a human being. Only God can change someone.
And even this statement for, you know, chicks who date guys and I'm like, oh, you know, I'll change him. Or let's say he used to cheat on me and things like that. Oh, I'll change. That thing is a lie, my friend. It is a lie.
Only God can change
Only
people.
God can change people,
So, man, the conversation is going so well. I want us to probably now just talk about this one point and maybe take a short break to stretch, because we've already done almost 1 hour 30 minutes. So the part I want us to talk about is at what point did you, Rob, did you decide that now I have to make Wacu my wife? And was there a proposal? And you can talk about it and tell us the whole process. Because you had told us that in 2018, your Pasi had told you guys you're not ready. So at what point now did you think that now I am ready, let's do it?
Actually, for me, I wasn't convinced that I wasn't ready. Your time actually tulikuwa sana Pasi sana. Tulikuwa like, so unaniambia ati on what basis are you saying that I'm not ready? Because that time, for me, I had wanted to date Wacu for a short period of time, like for a year or two. So we had dated from 2016 into 2017. So by 2017, mimi nilikuwa najua I want to get married next year, which is 2018. So nikapanga hata kupropose. So I planned with I think it was 4 of my friends. No, 6 of my friends. No, 4 of my friends. And then so we planned everything nini. Early on in 2018 tukaenda Coastal. Because we decided we don't want to go to Coast in December when everyone is there. Let's go in January, just before wase warudi majob na nini. So we went January, I think first ama second. Went to Coast. I had printed like photos of us from before we started dating to when we started dating to, so nimezi print kwa ma cardboard. They were really cool. And then I had done a banner ingine noma ya Will You Marry Me? So I'd done a really cool banner. And then alafu tulikuwa na Bluetooth speaker. Hii tulikuwa unakumbuka hii movie yenye msee alikuwa anacheza ngoma from Tenje, anachezea manzi yake huko kwa dirisha ama kitu kama hiyo. So I was going to emulate something like that. So we had a Bluetooth speaker and I put the pictures in the sand. So tulifika Coast vipoa, hata hakuwa amesuspect and nilikuwa nimezieka tu hapo kwa gari, but hakuwa amesuspect. Tukafika Coast, tukaishia, the chicks were sleeping in one area, dudes were sleeping in another area. So in the morning niliamka mapema, tuliamka ka 5, nikaenda base yangu kuprepare hiyo story. And then nikatuma dem mwingine mwenye alikuwa sasa nao akam amshoniaje, see we go look at the sunrise.
I was going to shoot. Actually,
no, she had wanted to shoot the sunrise.
I was saying, I wake up in the morning, shoot the sunrise. Na nilikuwa nimeconvince kila mtu, nilikuwa hadi na hiyo app, najua sunrise ni at 5:30. Bas.
So si tulikuwa
najua. Aizo anacheka Joranjo.
So silikuwa najua wazee ni tough kwa sababu lazima tuamke basi 4:30 tupange history yote kwa giza.
Lord.
So tukapanga tumekaeka vitu nini and then akatoka ati anatoka manzi tukoleka tuko ready ati mstall. So ode mwingine alikuwa na mstall, sijui alikuwa anakuambia nini mimi hata sijui, but she did a very good job. Like she did a perfect job. Alimstall vifiti. By the time Washo alikuwa alikama akafika kwa beach akasema tu tit akajishikilia tu ako like sasa nini. She was like what's going on. So cause alikuwa amestuka, so ode mwingine ndo akamsaidia kutembea. So anatembea kwa hiyo path ya mapicha akiona jani yetu, alafu akafika penye niko akapata nimenil. Hata sikumbuki nilisema nini. Nilisema tu watu vitu. Alafu mwanzo ukiona hizo mapicha, mwanzo tulikuwa I think now those ones I think I have those photos. Cause ni best yetu ndo alipiga mapicha mbaya. She's not a photographer, but so alikuwa
na enjoy moment.
So hata hakuna retouching, hakuna nini. Zeni zinakaa tu yani nikaa nimeparara. Washo sijui alikuwa amejifunika na matu na tushol na tuko na kazi aje yani. Alafu tunakaa sleepy.
Such pictures here.
Yeah, in such pictures by the way.
Tunakaa sleepy. Yani ilikuwa tunakaa sijui aje. And then nika propose. She said yes, it was dope. We were happy. And like tukaenjoy to your vacation. It was one of the best vacations. So when I come home, I had to tell my parents. My parents were like, so ulituomba gari ndo uende upropose. My mom, I don't think my mom was happy. Okay, she says she was happy, but
the way she
said it, I was like, oh, are you happy? My dad was very happy. My dad was cool.
Which is weird enough for the other way.
But my mom was like, say, is he even ready? But also at the back of her mind, I think she was like, this is my last born. Saa akienda
manze.
Nabaki na nani? Unajua, so it was bittersweet for her, you know.
I get,
so nili propose and then we came like after some time in church. We had wanted to go for premarital counseling. Ndio pasi yetu akabrekio news akatushow you say I've been observing you and how you're dating, how nini there you're behaving like high school children.
Hey.
High school
for another
hata sikapo
chachi many heart.
Church heart. Wasa wengine wangesema hapa
na waishi.
Sema upasi hata support us wanataka get married.
I support my youth.
So nilikuwa like, where is this coming from? So akatake his time to explain here ati the way our focus has not really been on things which are priority. Like kama mimi nilikuwa niko very serious with the things of God, and then when I started thinking about marriage, it's like niliacha hizo vitu zote. Mimi nataka to get married, you know. And he was like, you know, marriage is not everything. And when you get married ndo uta realize. But me, I want you to realize it before you get married. So for that to happen, tunapush wedo yenyu an extra year. So niko like sawa. So yo wedo ilipushiwa to 2019. But also in hindsight it also worked well because my parents were also against us getting married in 2018. Also because like my bro had just gotten married. Yo 2017. And so tulikuwa maparango alikuwa medeplete do. Na unajua sisi we are 3 boys 1 girl. So hizo ni sisi ndo tunapeleka do. kwa wasichana tunapeleka pesa, so walikuwa nasema manze hatuna do. That's number 1. Number 2, like tupatie tu time ya kurecover, and then there's no rush. Like you guys,
let me ask, at this point how old were you guys?
I was
If you don't mind
20.
sharing.
I don't know.
I was 27.
Okay.
In 2018.
I was 24.
4.
Okay.
So ilikuwa poa, but the thing in hindsight, when I look at it, we really were not ready.
We weren't ready.
We really were not ready because the number 1 thing was finances. Mi kwanza hiyo time nilikuwa naishi kwa SQ ya sister yangu, so there were some responsibilities si kuanga nime get kabisa, kwa sababu mi anytime nilikuwa ati nimekosa do sindaisha kwa sis kudishi, you know, and so that doesn't reflect life properly, because now when you're married ukikosa do, by them mmekosa do ni kubaya. So you have to really figure out how to plan your finances properly and things like that. So finances hatukuwa poa, and we had to work on it through that period. Yo mwaka sasa tuli extend, we were working on such things. We were working on our priorities. Oh yeah, Washo bado alikuwa chuo. By the I'd forgotten that. Washo was also still in school. And she was in school in Thika. Actually nakumbuka hata kuna time we had considered ati we get married, we move to Thika for like a year, and then we come back to Nai. You know, like
She used to stay in Thika.
Okay. Cause chuo ilikuwa huko. So we had to think about our priorities. Like what are some of the things that we need to do and achieve? What is our plan when we get married? So those things were not stable, and we took that year to stabilize them. Of course with like guidance, like tulikuanga tunawalk na another couple, an older couple. So we were working with them every once in a while, tuna hang out and we were telling them where we are at. Wana to give my advice, nini tuna pray pamoja. So yeah, I would also say like it's important to work with a couple that, not just any couple ati mnapiga tu story nini, but wase wenye who are really interested in your lives, and they not only have experience but they also have revelation, because kuna vitu zingine by the you may not experience but you have a revelation of it, such that you are able to guide somebody else.
Wow.
Yeah.
So I wanted us to go for a break after this, but there's one thing that has come up. Maybe we can just talk about that and we go for the break. Meeting the parents, because the parents have come up a lot in this so far in this conversation.
Let me begin.
How was that, by the way?
Let me begin, because mine, see, remember I told you that my dad said that he doesn't want his daughters to marry from a different tribe. And that's where, like, the two most opposing tribes in the country, you know, Kikuyu and Luo. Like, it's... So now, after I started dating Rob, I told one of my sisters that I'm dating Rob. And you see, what my dad said, everyone in the family knew. My aunties knew, my uncles knew. So it was a thing. So now, I remember there's this day now when my family, tulikuwa tuna have like family dinner. Nasa extended family, my aunties, my cousins are there. Then my sister, I think she was just doing it out of spite. I love her so much, but that year ilikuwa out of spite. Because she just bluntly said, you know, Washa is dating a Luo, like in front of everyone. So first of all, it was so awkward. Then now I can tell like people are not happy, you know, people are not happy. So yeah, I told them he's called Rob and everything, nini. So nikawambia. So little did I know, I think this was like a week or two or a month later. My mom starts telling me, oh, you know, you need to look for another boyfriend. Like ile tu tumeka tu na yeye. She just says it. You know,
at this point she has not even met Rob.
No, she's not met Rob.
All the odds
were
against
against Rob. So she's like, you know, you need to look for another boyfriend. And you know, my mom is like, for those ones who have serious conversations, she didn't know how to have serious conversations. Yeah. So she'll just say it when you're just casually. I'm like, I was so upset. I was like, what do you mean? So now when I told my sisters, apparently my aunties had called each other and talked about how I need to get another boyfriend. Because I wasn't happy. He's from, he's not Kikuyu. So now my sisters, they are just like, they don't care. They're fine. Yeah. But now, like, they are just telling me, oh, you know, Washo, you know, if it gets to, where fanya tu like tu nataka. You know, lalikuwa just do what you want. But then, me, I insisted. I don't think we ever talked about that conversation ever again with my mom. So when did you meet my mom? The day you came? Oh, no?
No, I had met... There was a time I came to your place.
Yeah. I actually don't remember the first time I met my mom.
May remember, the one I remember vizuri is meeting your sister.
Yeah.
Because we bumped into them tukiwa ile chicken in Yangong Road.
Oh, yeah.
And then I was this wasn't how I wanted us to meet.
That's my firstborn sister, even that uli meet sister.
Juu alikuwa amekama hapo na famu yake. I was just like,
Yeah, but my mom, I can't remember like her first perception of, like the exact moment we met at the first time. But I remember when they came for like easy first visit, that's when she knew Rob was serious. Yeah, because
mi nakumbuka, I think I met your mom, and then when I got a chance to talk to her, nilimwambia, by the way, niko very serious about your daughter, and like Missy Chezi and stuff like that. So when now we went for first visit, she hugged me and she told me, now I know you're serious. Because alikuwa like, yani chenye aliniambia ni ukweli, yani anaifanya, you know. But it was, I think meeting her mom was easy because her mom is very cool. She's an easy person. And alikuwa very hospitable. Like hata you wouldn't even think your story ya sijui Luo Kikuyu was ever there.
A factor.
Yeah, you wouldn't even think. Because meeting her it was just very easy. Mi nilikuwa nimeogopa, but it was, I think I would have even been more scared to meet the dad.
Yeah,
if
sure.
If the dad was around.
Yeah.
If Washo's dad was around, I'd be scared, because also Washo was a baby girl. Unajua, like last born.
My dad's best friend.
You guys function to last born.
Imagine what funny thing, we functioned really well. We are last borns, but last born, first born. Like, I don't know how to explain, but we actually function.
Hey, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So Rob and you, Washo meeting your parents.
When did you meet my folks?
I can't remember. I remember meeting your sister the day I came to her house. Her sister was just, hi! Like, she was just open arms. Like, as in, I was just scared of meeting her sister, because I know, like, this is your only sister, you know? She was so open arms. Oh my God.
I think you met my parents when we were planning the vacation.
No, I had met them before that vacation, by the way. I think either I came to your house or it was like a family something.
There was a family event.
Yeah, Rob's family, they're always seeing each other, like, all the time, as in, even till now.
But I think we had a family event.
Yeah, you had a family event, and that's when I met your parents.
But my parents were cool.
They were so like, cool. Yeah.
Oh, this is the one.
Yeah.
My dad, of course, anakupatia makis.
His dad is so sweet.
My dad is
the sweetest man ever.
Yeah, and even like they didn't even have questions for me really, because by that time nilikuwa nishawaambia everything about Washo. So when they met her, they were okay. Like they were like, she's nice.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow, that's a beautiful story. So far, so good, manze. Thanks, guys, for just being open about it. I'm sure kuna mtu mahali sayana hii story kigo out, kuna msatalan atalan a thing or two, or maybe something will become clearer in their life. So may I want us to take a quick break, at least to stretch kiasi, and when we come back now, we pick it up from 2019 where you guys now, that's the year you did the wedding. Yes, we pick it up from there. Tujue before the wedding, the preparations. You know, you guys come from two different cultures, so we want to know the rorashio part, kuliendaje, you know, the story there. So guys, we're taking a short break. We'll be back in a few. At I change batteries. Yeah.